I just want to appreciate everybody that has gathered here for this water ceremony blessing. It's a blessing for all of us, and it's a blessing for us to understand our interconnection with everything in the world, from the two-legged to the four-legged to those creepy colors, to everything that you can see and not see. And it's a beautiful day to be on a river, and it's a beautiful day to think that we need to understand the sacred so that we all can move forward with this. And water is life, but everything else is life too. And when we understand that when we just evoke the word water, we're saying something very ancient that's within us and very deep, because we are 85% water. We came from water. And so we have to reconnect with that understanding of who we are spiritually, who we are physically, who we are emotionally. And that transformation comes from having a oneness with everyone, with everything. And so our strength is in unity. Our strength is in understanding. Our strength is building community. And when we commune in nature, it's not that we're alone, because ko means two. And so it's always ourselves and something else. And so our spirit drives us to find the ko in communing with nature, with ourselves, with the Creator, with what we call the sacred, whatever that is in our languages. And so we just want to rise up and find the justice in saving ourselves, the planet, and everything else on it. We're at a calling right now of urgency that's happening, and so these ceremonies are vital, not only to our own beings, but to just for every being on the planet. There's a calling that's asking us to do this, to remember who we are and where we have come from. Ometel. Yep.
far away.
Thank you, friend.
Absolutely.
To the water. To the land. Mother Earth that we walk on. We are here. We are here. Witnessing a beautiful, beautiful time and evening. To honor the river. To honor all waters. To honor life. Feel the energy of Mother Earth.
are one. We are in rhythm with Mother Earth. We embody the water. We are the earth. We are the water. We are related to everything in this universe. We are related to us. To the animals. The fish in the sea and all that lives in water. The insects, the unicorns, they're all. Yes, we are one. I'm going to do a chant. And it has something to do with the wind, but you know, when the wind is moisture, which comes from the water, carries it everywhere around this whole world. It's called Abad, which means wind. This chant came to me when I was doing a ceremony up in Massachusetts on Chapel Island, a place where my mother's people were born. Those are the ancestors of my people there. Way on, way, way on, way, way on, way, way I-oh. Way on, way, way on, way. Way on, way, way I-oh. Way on, way, way on, way, way on, way, way I-oh. Way on, way, way on, way, way on, way, way I-oh.
Oh. Okay, I can see this wireless mic is going to get on my nerves real quick. So, I'd like to welcome everybody who came. I'm honored that your spirits responded to this call. We've been doing ceremony, as many of you have, for many, many years at rivers, at the ocean, creeks, ponds, just everywhere. When it rains, when I was a child, as soon as it started raining, I'd run outside and just start jumping up and down with my hands in the air, and my mother's like, "Get in here." I'm like, "I can't, I gotta be up there." But if we knew that we were being blessed. And that's something that is sorely lacking. We're here to support the climate march, which is going to be a very large and awesome and empowering movement. So we started doing the ceremony at our rivers a month ago. We've been planning this for more than a year to do this because our rivers, as most rivers, are being challenged by the pollution, dumping, coal ash, waste, and a lot of people eat from these rivers. There's subsistence for them. They fish, and the fish are toxic, and they don't know this, or they can't stain that fish. I'm going to take this up. Daughter. Sometimes my mother. At any rate, so we started doing these blessings because we want people to have healthier water to drink. This water goes into people's homes, into the schools, the kids are drinking it. But more than that, water is a living entity and it deserves respect. It doesn't come into your home and dump stuff, trash everywhere. It doesn't dishonor you. It gifts you with life. You count on the rain to come down to cool you off so that you can eat, and it waters your vegetables and your plants and gives you water to drink. And how often have you looked outside and seen, oh, blank, blank, it's gonna rain today. How inconvenient. But if it didn't rain, where would you be? So I ask you to think about that, and when you hear somebody say that, that hurts. Dr. Emoto did studies on water. A lot of people have heard about him, where he froze water. They said awful things to water, and then when they froze it and they looked at it, it looked deformed. The cells of it were deformed. But when they said loving, kind things, it sparkled and it took the shape of beautiful crystal. So just imagine when you're saying that to the rain, to the rivers, to the ponds, but just as importantly, we are all made of almost of water. So when you say those kind things to each other, to yourself for whatever reason, to other people, you get mad in traffic, just imagine in your mind's eye that those cells of that water in their body as well as yours are starting to mutate and become ugly because of that, and how easily you could say something kind and loving instead, and then both of you will vibrate to a higher degree. One thing I think would be wonderful to teach our children, and I do, is to just take your water in the morning or put a jar in your window in the sunlight and just take kind, beautiful, thankful words to it, so that when it goes into your body, you also are drinking that higher vibration water, and give thanks every time. And when it rains, get on out there and dance. But also, I know that we have our river keepers, Emily and Dean and Fred, who couldn't be here, But we have other river keepers here as well, and people that brought water from their rivers and ponds and lakes and other places to be blessed and to add their blessings too. And I really want us to support these river keepers because what they do is so important. They're patrolling these rivers. They're looking to see who is polluting. They're going to court and battling to try to get these rivers cleaned up, to try to keep the funding from being snatched away, for trying to protect a source that is a relative, because we believe all things are related. If we're so much water, then that river's got to be a relative. So I say to you, thank you for coming and honoring and praying and uplifting this water and your own water. And so I think what we're going to do next is we're going to ask everybody to face the river, put your hands up, put your heart in it, and send some loving, healing energy to that water, because as that water travels, it will meet the Potomac. And as it meets the Potomac, it will go further. And when it rains and it gets pulled up into the rain, that healing prayer will also go somewhere else, come down, mix with that water, and continue its journey. And so I ask you to put your most heartfelt prayer to this water. And bless all that receive it. And bless those that don't have the understanding that you have, so you can go educate them, but that they don't have this understanding about pollution and about climate change and all the other things that are affecting the rest of our family, for everything is a sentient being. That rock, as Penny mentioned, and just everything. Look at that bird now skimming off the water, and we look at that. That's a relative. There is trash in this river, and folks have looked at it and said, why doesn't somebody clean that up? More importantly, why did somebody do it in the first place? So if you see trash, it doesn't hurt you to pick it up and get rid of it, but I ask that we also reduce our consumption of one spirit, to be mindful around these things, and we can all help. When I was in Bolivia, President Morales served his guests on terracotta plates that his people made. He's indigenous. And he said, you know, we don't need fine china and baked things. We eat from the earth. This is made from the earth. So the energy that we're getting from it and the lack of waste that we're incurring by using it, it's really, he didn't say win-win, but I'm saying it because I can't remember what he said. But at any rate, you get the picture. So I ask, I'm going to ask Linda and Penny and Guillermo and anybody else that wants to stand up and say a prayer. Say a just a little bit. This is the Anacostia River water. Well, Emily. Anacostia, that was the last day of our ceremony.
The Anacostia River.
Emily is the water speaker for the
I drink waters from the Eastern Shore of Maryland, Winnipesaukee County, Pocomoke River, Wycomico River.
We're trying to Yadkin River, North Carolina. River. This water came 2,000 miles from the other Washington, from Puget Sound and the Cedar River from the Cascade Mountains.
Water from Alaska. Water from the Alaska River. Water from the Atlantic Ocean, North Florida. This water is from the Elk River in Kanawha County, West Virginia. It is the source of water for hundreds of thousands of people and was contaminated by a coal cleaning chemical 3 years ago. It was a catastrophe. The filters have been changed, but it's taught many, many people the water's life.
This water is from my well. My family drinks it every day. It's from the western slope of the Taconic Range in western Massachusetts, part of the Hudson River watershed.
This water is from our well, from the Rocky Marsh Run watershed in Shepherdstown, West Virginia. This water is from the Atlantic Ocean in Cocoa Beach, Florida.
My watershed is the Chesapeake, which is pretty huge, but I live in the Potomac, and this is from Rock Creek.
This water came from the Gulf of Mexico off of the New Ross Beach, Florida. This water came from the center of the nation. This is from Missouri. It is part from the Missouri River, part from the Mississippi River, and part from the Merrimack River. This water is from the Potomac River, Marshall Hall, the water we drink.
This water is from the Loxahatchee River in Jupiter, Florida.
This water is from the Patuxent River, Maryland's longest interesting river.
Más beautiful water is the water that was gathered on the continental run of PCD Georges in Panama last year.
This water is coming from a creek that is the birth of the creek around Myersville, Maryland, and goes to the Potomac, and it was done a ceremony with a child that was drumming, and she was 2 years old.
We bring our water from Yanawana, from South Texas, or from San Antonio.
cóndor, águila y cóndor, por tierra y agua damos gracias al Creador. Águila y cóndor.
This act is from Huichin and Yelamu, the Lonely River, and San Francisco Bay Area.
Sacred Spring on Old Mine Road in Guatemala. This water is from the Zam Zam well in Echo, Saudi Arabia. And this water is from Lake Atitlan in Guatemala. Sacred place. Because I don't have it with me, I put in the energy from the water in Cusco. I don't have it with me, but I was asked to include the water from Lourdes.
This water is from Blue Spring in Orange City, Florida. Beautiful Blue Spring, gathered with manatees swimming all around, garfish. It was beautiful. Happy to share.
I want to thank you all for participating in this. I'm really touched. I was born here. I grew up here. I've lived near the Anacostia River for pretty much all my life. Raised my kids here, and it's home. It's polluted, and we have 20,000 subsistence fishers that fish on this Anacostia River to feed their families, and we're working really hard to get it cleaned up. The soil we're standing on right now, this area, used to be lower than sea level. It was a marsh, and it was filled in over time. It was a nursery for the U.S. Capitol and a tree orchard. So we had pesticides, we had DDT, fertilizers, all sorts of things that are in the soil that are now running off into the water as well, and toxic soils in the sediment in the river. So having everyone here and bringing all their water to be healed and blessed in this sacred ceremony is really important and touching to me. And we're going to blend all these waters and we're going to carry them tomorrow. And we're going to let everyone around the country know that that we're part of this. We're part of the water. We're part of this planet, and we do make an impact. And everyone here today is making an impact as well. So thank you again for coming. And we have some more dancing now, so we're going to liven things up a little bit. If we could open up the circle, we're going to watch another dancing, and then we're going to be invited to dance. So I hope you brought your dancing shoes. Thank you.
Thank you to all of your hearts, to all of your beautiful faces and the faces of your ancestors that you carry in your hearts and in your being. My name is Laura Yoan Flowis. I'm part of the Yanawana community in San Antonio, Texas. We're part of a Calculi, a community of Mexica, Chichimeca, Anahuaca, Danzantes, Calculeme, Donald, and I'll let my sisters introduce themselves.
My name is Madeline Santibáñez. I am Purépecha from Michoacán, Mexico, and I am also part of the Danza Azteca Chichimeca Atalpolia, Mayazonas from San Antonio, Texas. Nupuke Masali, Ninami Pipi, Ninami Purepecha. My name is Masali Andrade. I'm Pipila Purepecha. My ancestors are from El Salvador, in Morelia, Michoacan, and Mexico. I'm representing San Francisco Bay Area and Danza Xicoat.
Muchas gracias. Thank you for all for being present here today, for sharing your spirit, your love, and showing your concern for your own planet. My name is Manuel. I'm from South Texas. My family comes from the border. The Rio Grande was literally my backyard growing up, and that's why I decided to take a lifelong commitment to be a water protector.
So now we ask everybody to join in a circle. Those on the hill might want to move this way unless you've got super great balance. And we're going to do a dance in the Aztec tradition. Linda and Guillermo will be in the center drumming, and we will invite you all to like to help lead the dance. You'll get a chance with the Northern Native dance. Come on. We'll have to do
Save the
One more time. You want to take
Big part in all of this. Dean Nawiak, where are you? Our boat. Man, you've never missed a crowd. Emily Frank, our Anacostia River Keeper. We love you. Sonia Kiner, also from Patuxent River Keeper. Thank you. Matt Kiner, graphic designer. Thank you for your help. Aisa Youssef. Thank you. Shelby Com, my very own Shelby Com. Thank you for everything you've done. Our spiritual women, Penny Gamble Williams, Linda Velarde, River Otter, Sheila Hansen, Phyllis Taylor, and Layla Sutton. Thank you. This is amazing and inspiring. Guillermo from Aztec Dance. Thank you. Sonita McCall from Courage Sow Dance Collective. I hope I said that correctly. The People's Climate Movement, who brought all of us together to plan for this amazing event. Thank you. That's Rachel, Sandra, Mary Beth, and Paul. The Town Creek Foundation, who generously gave us some money to help put all of this together. Thank you. Natalia Cordona from 350.org.
Thank you, Natalia.
Valerie Jean from Detroit Life Brigade. Lucy Murphy, singer, songwriter, activist, and poet. Jesse Alexander, scientist and photographer. And Abdullah Youssef, veterinarian and transportation for all of this. And thank all of you who came out tonight and participated in this. And we're looking forward to seeing you tomorrow.